Hi, I'm Laura, this is Domino, and this is my penguin. And today I will be reviewing Penguin Problems. Written by Jory John and illustrated by Lane Smith. Thank you for the kisses. You're so sweet. Oh, you're such a happy boy right now. He usually hates being on camera, so he'll probably get mad in a moment. He's doing his own thing now, but I still have the penguin. Yeah, it's not as cute as a kitten, but you know, it's cute. Anyway, though, I don't usually review children's books on my channel. In fact, I've only reviewed one other. But you know, I have reviewed that one. And even though children's books aren't my thing and I don't currently have kids, one day I would like to, so I might as well understand them a bit and develop some of my opinions on them. And also, I think I already have some pretty good, well thought out thoughts. They might not be the best thoughts, but you know, might as well flex my children's picture book muscle and tell you what I thought of this book. So the reason I read this book was because I was in Kohl's, it was on the shelf, and I just picked it up and read it. So it comes with a penguin stuffed animal, and I don't know if it's only sold at Kohl's, but this is a stuffed animal that goes with the book. And yeah, so I'm gonna be reading a quick synopsis and then giving you my quick review. What? You are going to read this book? Somehow I seriously doubt that. I bet you won't even finish reading this flap. Don't worry about it. Why would you want to learn about some penguin's problems when you have plenty of problems of your own? Just look around. The world's a mess. Yeah. Besides, you probably don't even like penguins. Heck, I barely even like penguins. Seriously, I'll understand if you put the book back on the shelf. Go ahead, it's probably for the best. I'm sure you'd get a bunch of paper cuts anyway, and you'd probably bend the pages, and you'd get your little fingerprints everywhere. When was the last time you washed those grubby hands of yours? No offense. Listen, I'm going back to bed. Read, don't read. Buy, don't buy. Whatever. Just try not to wake me up. I'm a light sleeper, and I have a lot on my mind. Shh. Shh. So yeah, that was me reading the summary while making the penguin do things. I don't know. This is what I am. Accept it. So yeah, here are my thoughts of this book. I will say I love the artwork for this story. Here's some pictures. Style of these paintings are very watercolory dot type feel, which gave me a sort of pointillism vibe. Now it wasn't exactly like that. It's definitely more clear than pointillism, but I thought it was cute and I appreciated the texture of the art instead of it being flat, sort of like flash animation. Then when it came to the writing, the voice of the complaining penguin was very cute and silly. Some parents said that they weren't into it and they found it annoying, but for me personally, it was a page with like very short, maybe 3 sentences of complaining, but that combined with the artwork kept it very quick, fast moving, and I thought it got the point across in very short and illustrative ways, which I think the goal of a picture book is. Less words, more pictures. And I like the message of appreciating the life you have instead of focusing on trivial problems. But the delivery wasn't the best, because while the setup with the complaining was very short, quippy, with mostly illustrations, the solution and moral was very crammed and rushed. First of all, I would like to say the penguin did have some really big problems. One, there were predators trying to hunt and eat the penguin, and 2, it couldn't find its friends or family because everyone looked the same and they couldn't tell anyone apart, which isn't entirely realistic and was done to be very funny. Both of them were funny because the predators, the penguin was apathetic to them in a kind of humorous way. It was like, oh, this is annoying, instead of being like, oh my gosh. Whereas with not being able to identify the other penguins was silly, with the penguin being like, are you my mom? And the other penguin's like, I don't know who you are. However, this somewhat contradicted the end message and the thing with the walrus. Because you see, after the penguin goes through all these problems and can't even find its friends and family, this random walrus comes out of nowhere, just monologues to the penguin about how you should appreciate your life and spend time with your friends and family and people who appreciate you. And I'm like, the penguin tried. It tried and it couldn't. What are you saying, walrus? And then the walrus is like, you shouldn't be sad because the polar bears have it worse, and then leaves. It's literally one full page of text with the walrus just ranting all of this and then leaving. And the penguin is like, what the heck? And I'm like, the same penguin. Because the point of a book is to show the message, especially for kids, because children's books do have messages. It's to show them in a natural way with the protagonist learning. But this book feels very rushed, so the book can just skip to the end. And again, I understand the bigger two problems were supposed to be funny, but they are serious problems and they weren't solved. And personally, I think it would have been better if the walrus came and the walrus and penguin worked together to try to overcome the serious problems by helping the penguin get food without being eaten, helping the penguin reunite with its friends and family, and then also having the penguin learn to appreciate the things it cannot change, as opposed to just telling the penguin not to complain. Because the penguin did have some complaints that's like, you just have to deal with them. And I think that could have been part of the story, but I think it could have had more depth to the penguin learning these lessons and working through them. And I think it would have made the message better because the story kind of just focused on the problems, crammed in a message, and then left without actually exploring it. I think the complaining at the beginning was fine, but I think the ending was rushed and the moral was preachy in that it was just told in a very fancy worded way that sounds like it was trying to be smart and came off a bit pretentious. And yeah, I definitely don't think it was showing the lesson at all. And again, you should not have a page of text in a picture book. However, at the very end, the penguin decides to appreciate its life, but then gives off one more complaint at the very end, which I thought was a cute ending and went with the silly voice. However, at the end of the day, the book had a cute premise at the beginning, but then the moral and ending were so rushed, it kind of missed the point. The purpose of a picture book is to teach your kids to read, but it's also to teach your kids some moral. Teaching your kids to appreciate life is a good one, and overcoming problems is a good one, but this one wasn't the best well done, and I think you could probably find a book that does it better. However, I will say I like the art style, so maybe I'll check out another book with the same artist. But for this book, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because I don't think it does it the best, and you could probably find a book that does the same message in a more quippy and showing way that feels more natural and gets the point across better to children. Anyway, those are my thoughts and the penguin's thoughts. I'm bringing Domino back to say goodbye. He's penguin colored, so I think he's relevant to the video. Isn't that right? You're penguin colored. Anyway though, thank you for watching. Oh, his butt's all wet because he was washing himself. Are you annoyed that I made you stop washing yourself? Oh, thank you. Now he's washing me after licking his butt. What are your thoughts on my review? Do you think I have some good points about children's books, or do you think I don't understand them at all? Please let me know. Anyway, though, thank you for watching, and we will see you later. Whoop. Oh, you're still here? I didn't think anyone would even watch this video. Well, if you are here, which you probably aren't, because I woke up just to make all this effort for this video that no one's gonna watch because no one cares. I'm just a penguin. And she made me wake up, had to turn the fan off so the video wouldn't have too much background noise, and no one's gonna watch it. I'm a penguin, you know. I need the cool air. I can't deal with this hot room. And yes, it's winter. Don't ask me why it's hot. I am a penguin. I look forward to the cold. Now I'm just rambling. You should probably just go away now. Just go. Just go.